Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane. Incidentally, am I pronouncing that right? Because I'm never sure with, Deus is obviously right, but is it Machina or is it Machina? Whatever. Either way. Freeing its left arm, the Crimson Giant seizes its trapped enemy's face, and on the back of that hand, a shining pattern emerges. An explosion. The Steel Giant's half-remaining face is completely obliterated, and from the shock of that attack, it loses its hold on the Crimson Giant. With its wings spread, the Steel Giant falls, its arm outstretched, as if to grasp the heavens. Then the Crimson Giant thrusts out its hand towards the Steel Giant. Fall! Damage, 33%. Combat performance down 18%. Maneuvering system and main engine showing damage. Should we not pursue, Master? A different voice emerges from the Crimson Giant. His voice is high and young, soft, composed and wise. And though strange, it is the voice of a girl. No need. A voice from within the giant answers the voice from within the giant. This time it's an androgynous voice. The giant's abdomen opens. From the steel womb emerges a human form. In sorcerer's robes, and golden hair blown about by the strong wind. Its skin is too white. Its eyes the colour of gold. Such deep gold does not exist in the natural world. What is more, despite being gold, it gives off no shine. There stands a young man, who hides within him a golden darkness. Far, far above the ground he stands, buffeted from all sides by fierce winds, yet his body never sways in the slightest. Finding it merely irritating, he nonchalantly controls the wild motion of his hair, as though that is his only concern. With lightless eyes, he looks below. Night. It is as though the entire world lies at the bottom of a quiet, dark blue sea. Far below, countless lights shine upon a land that spreads out like a black shadow. The lights of a city. The shine of people living their lives. No doubt it will land in that city. No doubt it will land in that city, and all shall be as fate decrees, and the wheel of fortune is ever in my hand. Yes, Master, it is right for all things to gather at your feet and serve you. All shall be according to your will. And from atop the giant, the youth continues to gaze down. His eyes are those of an absolute being, arrogant in his kindness, affectionately, pityingly, contemptuously. He gazes upon those grounded stars, trying so desperately to live, and he gazes upon his ancient foe, that has fallen from the stars of heaven and become the star of earth. He gazes upon a perfect other, the same as he, who also wields otherworldly knowledge, and an otherworldly giant. That other is our main character? Flamey. Deus Ex Machina, the god from the machine. And again, it's another one of those Latin phrases. Because as I say, my Latin pronunciation is almost as crap as my Japanese pronunciation, so you know. Once again, we're on Japanese intro music, so I have no idea what they're saying. Well, I do love giant robots, so I can't complain about that. And we're going to be getting into ridiculous fashion choices territory soon, aren't we? I can tell. Partially because I've read the manual. Still, that was a suitably epic opening, I'll give it that. Chapter 1. I Am Providence. No matter how brightly their cities are lit, nor how much science exposes the darkness of superstition, people cannot abandon God. This is because the light of science has even exposed the empty places of the human heart. In order to fill these vacuous spaces, people try to stuff them with religion. How convenient. People build this city, its great mass of hubris, in order to escape from God's rules. And yet when things go bad, as of course they do, they go right back to relying on God, taking advantage of God's endless love. Not that I, dear oh god, bloody Japanese names. Okay, Dajuji Kuro? Okay, I'll go with that. Dajuji Kuro. I'm in a position to be talking about anyone else. In fact, I'm probably the poster boy for that. I'm insolent, disrespectful and depraved, but when things get tough, I turn right back to God. I don't know a single prayer or Bible passage, but I have no problem using God for my own convenience. No matter how pathetic it is, I have no choice but to depend on God. This just shows how deep the emptiness is eaten into me. I'm hollow. I am empty. I am the void. That's how desperate and clear the danger I'm facing is. Seriously, I haven't eaten in a week. All that's passed these lips in the past week has been salt and water. Not to mention that I think what I had a week ago was a crust of bread. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if the stray alley dogs are eating better than me. Well, that's just because you're too picky about eating out of a bin. Is there a... No, there isn't a British term for those sort of giant bins they have in America. As in the ones that are referred to as dumpsters. Whatever. Or I don't think there is anyway. Either way. Yes, you're too picky about eating out of bins. And yesterday my salt reserves ran out. The Engel's confidant has been getting pretty close to 100. It just dropped all the way to 0. Now, the Engel's coefficient that had been getting pretty close to 100 just dropped all the way to 0. If you look at the calculations one way, it's an unprecedented economic depression. Of course, it's not like I'm just sitting around waiting to die. My coming to this church is all part of my very optimistic life plan, which involves swallowing my pride and mooching a meal. My only miscalculation, the person I'm supposed to be mooching off isn't here. Guess I've got to die. Are all these white pigeons gathering around my body in order to feast on my corpse as part of some weird Zoroastrian scheme? Whatever. I'm so tired. If I go to sleep under Rubens' The Descent from the Cross and the Raising of the Cross, the Dog of Flanders will come and, raising a bloodthirsty war cry, carry my soul off to Valhalla. Not good. I've finally started to hallucinate, here in this hopeless, glorious afternoon. My ending theme's even started playing. Soon my life will fade to credits, the curtain will fall and the audience will deliver a standing ovation. A storm of emotion will sweep the world, and it will set a new box office record. The whole world cried for him. We're witnessing a historical moment here. Let's just see if it's the last thing you do. Mama, I love you so much I could cut you to pieces. Kiru, make love to me. Kiru's fallen down. Hey, it's a dead person! A dead person! Hey Kiru, you're still alive! Poke poke. Die! Distressed. Let's ride on him. Still distressed. Kiru, here's an earthworm and a caterpillar and a spider and a snake. Putting things on my head. Even more distressed. Die, you crazy fucking kids! Yay, the dead guy got back up. Zombie! Zombie! Have you thought about just how many people are starving in the world today, you cold-blooded brats? Now sit your asses down. I'm gonna pound into you just how great my world-saving love is. Hey, Kiro's mad. Run away! Run away! The kids scatter like baby spiders. I chase after them with all my might. Just then the church door opens. Oh my. Poor lost sheep Kiro is bearing his poisonous fangs at the children, trying to make them prey to his black desires and carnal lusts. Kiro, you mustn't be hasty. The Lord will be grieved. We're going to be killed. Help us! Sister, if you want this brat returned alive, just get me some food. Right now. I mean, if you don't, I'm seriously going to die. Oh, damn it, all this running around is making me crazy. Oh god, I think I'm going to die. Is it time for the credits? Oh my, Kiru's going off to the other side. Hey Kiru, come back, hey! Wait a minute, did he call her sister? That's a nun?! Not entirely sure boob socks are traditional nun attire. Oh well. Sister Lisa. I've known her ever since I arrived in this city. While working tirelessly as the keeper of this run-down little church, she's also taking care of these kids. Orphans, with nowhere to go. She's usually kinda soft-tempered, but she's really a fine, upstanding woman. And she's hot. With a huge rack. It's just... Ah, finally. Now I'm full. Seriously, boob socks, not traditional nun attire. Oh well. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now that you've eaten, Kuru, I have something to say. Stop right there. Now isn't the time to be enjoying leisurely tea. Without even asking for it. Yeah, don't mind me. Well, what's up? Well, of course I can already tell what she's going to say by her formal manner of speaking. What do you mean, don't mind me? Well, that's not really the issue. Alright, Kiro, I'll get to the point. Yes? Get a job. She sure did get straight to the point. Feels like a knife just stabbed me in a vital spot. I'm guessing, somewhere around the liver? Well, sister, it's not like I'm not working lately because I'm lazy. I'm not working because there's no jobs. That's because you have such a shady profession. Listen, people should work diligently and tirelessly. Heaven helps those who help themselves, which means you need to put in some effort too. Understand? Ah, damn. Like usual, she's gone into full lecture mode. From my experience, as soon as she sees my face, this person can't resist a lecture. If it weren't for that, everything would be all well and good, but... Hey, don't be calling my job shady. I'm not doing anything to go against the will of the Almighty or feel guilty about, you know? Probably. What are you saying? No matter how you make it sound, what you're doing as a private investigator is prying into people's personal lives. Yep. Private investigator. That's Deju Koru's profession. Of course, this isn't a Conan Doyle novel or anything. Usually I'm tracking people down or investigating adultery, so I suppose Lisa has a point. But even so, someone's got to do it, you know? And yeah, I got pride in my profession. Even you, Lisa, don't have the right to lecture me about it. And when was the last time you had a job to be proud of? Probably about a month ago? Of course, I'd been hired to search for a lost pet. Naturally, the client had been an innocent little girl clutching a piggy bank. How the hell have I made it this far? You come here for food every day, don't you? Although there was the time when I gave you a particularly serious lecture and you didn't show up again for a while. Of course, I knew it was just a matter of time. Kiro, you really are helpless after all. I thought I'd known what I was getting into when I said it, but I hadn't expected this sarcastic an answer. Something's off. With me using all of my charm and playing nice, the event where Lisa falls for me should have started by now. After all, Anne cannot live alone. You always try to act cool when you're cornered. It's one of your bad points. Right, that to me seems like a convenient point to end this part, so I will say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.